Mithraism was a mystery cult that developed from the ancient worship of Mithra, a deity with Indo-Iranian origins, and found a unique expression within the Roman Empire from the 1st to the 4th century CE. The cult's roots lie in early Persian traditions where Mithra was associated with covenants, justice, and the protection of contracts. When the Roman military encountered these ideas, they adapted them into a secretive religion that emphasized discipline, loyalty, and personal transformation. Evidence for Mithraism comes primarily from archaeological sites known as Mithraea, small, often subterranean temples that have been discovered in locations across the Roman Empire, from Italy and Gaul to Britain and Asia Minor. These spaces were purpose-built for ritual activities and designed to create an atmosphere of isolation and introspection. A typical Mithraeum featured a long central aisle flanked by benches, with a raised apse or focal area at one end. Wall carvings and reliefs were common, the most prominent being the Tauroctony. The Tauroctony is the central image of Mithraism. It depicts Mithra, often shown in a dynamic posture, slaying a bull. This image is not merely decorative, every element of the scene carries symbolic meaning. The bull likely represented life, fertility, or cosmic order, and its sacrifice was interpreted as a victory over chaos and a means of renewing life or order in the cosmos. In many depictions, other animals appear alongside the bull, a dog, a snake, and sometimes a scorpion or raven, each of which may have had specific symbolic roles, though their exact meanings remain a matter of scholarly debate. The precise arrangement and interaction of these figures suggest a complex myth that the initiates were expected to understand through direct participation in ritual. Mithraism was an initiatory religion. While the cult left no written doctrinal texts, inscriptions and archaeological evidence point to a graded system of initiation. Initiates passed through several levels. Some sources suggest there were as many as 7, each marked by its own ritual and symbol. These grades likely reflected a progressive journey towards spiritual enlightenment and a deeper understanding of the cosmos. The secrecy surrounding these rites means that much of what is known comes from fragmentary records and the careful study of iconography. However, it is clear that initiation was central to the Mithraic experience, binding members into a closely knit community. One of the distinctive practices of Mithraism was the communal meal. Although detailed descriptions of these rituals are scarce, the evidence suggests that these meals were not ordinary social gatherings, but structured rituals meant to symbolize a shared participation in a sacred mystery. The act of dining together reinforced the bonds of trust among members and underscored the communal aspects of the cult. This practice, combined with the graded initiations, provided a framework in which each member could experience a personal transformation while also contributing to the collective identity of the group. Mithraism's appeal within the Roman military is well documented. Soldiers, often far from home and operating in challenging environments, found in the cult a source of comfort and camaraderie. The emphasis on loyalty and discipline resonated with the values of the military, and the secretive nature of the rites provided a counterbalance to the public rituals of the state. The structured hierarchy of the cult, with its series of initiations and clearly defined roles, mirrored the rigid organization of the army, making it a natural fit for many military men. The relationship between Mithraism and contemporary religious practices, particularly early Christianity, has been the subject of much scholarly discussion. Both religions shared certain elements, such as communal meals and an emphasis on initiation and rebirth. Early Christians and Mithraic initiates both celebrated the idea of a transformative spiritual journey. However, the two systems diverged in their theological foundations. Mithraism was polytheistic and centered on a cosmic struggle depicted in the Tauroctony, while Christianity emphasized the worship of a single, omnipotent God and the salvation of all through the life and teachings of Jesus. Over time, as Christianity gained imperial favor in the 4th century CE, the exclusive, secretive nature of Mithraism became less compatible with the open, state-supported religious framework. The decline of Mithraism occurred as the Roman Empire increasingly endorsed Christianity. By the time of Constantine and his successors, the social and political climate had shifted. public worship and state-supported religious institutions replaced the private initiatory cults. Mithraea were gradually abandoned or repurposed, and the rituals that had once bound the initiates together faded from practice. Despite its decline, the influence of Mithraism did not vanish entirely. The symbolism of the Tauroctony, for example, continued to be a point of reference in later art and thought, contributing to ongoing debates about the nature of sacrifice and the cycle of life and death. Modern research into Mithraism relies on a combination of archaeological evidence, such as the physical remains of Mithraea and carved reliefs, and comparative studies with related religious traditions. The Encyclopedia Iranica emphasizes the Iranian origins of Mithra and explains that the figure was originally associated with the enforcement of contracts and the upholding of social order. As Mithraism evolved in the Roman context, these themes were reinterpreted, and the focus shifted toward the ritualistic reenactment of cosmic events, most notably the killing of the bull. The careful analysis of inscriptions found in Mithraea has revealed a complex system of symbolism and ritual language. Although many inscriptions are brief, they provide clues about the organization of the cult and the responsibilities of its members. Certain terms, possibly indicating ranks or roles within the community, appear repeatedly. This suggests that Mithraism was not a loosely organized collection of beliefs, but a well-structured institution with clear expectations for its initiates. Despite the extensive material evidence, many aspects of Mithraism remain uncertain. The lack of comprehensive written texts means that our understanding of its theology, cosmology, and ritual practices is necessarily pieced together from visual and epigraphic sources. Scholars continue to debate the meanings of specific symbols in the Tauroctony and the significance of the various animals depicted. For example, while some interpretations see the bull's sacrifice as a representation of cosmic regeneration, others suggest it might relate to agricultural fertility or a mythological battle between order and chaos. What is clear, however, is that Mithraism functioned as an experiential religion. Its secretive rites, structured initiations, and the solemn atmosphere of its temples were designed to create a sense of direct participation in a larger cosmic drama. The religion was as much about the internal transformation of its adherents as it was about the external performance of rituals. This emphasis on personal experience and the quest for hidden knowledge is a key characteristic of mystery religions in the ancient world. The practical organization of Mithraism also highlights its adaptability within the Roman Empire. The cult spread across diverse regions, adapting to local customs while retaining its core rituals and symbols. Its focus on personal transformation and a strict initiatory structure made it appealing to those who sought a more individualized form of spirituality than was available through the state-sanctioned cults. In many ways, Mithraism served as an alternative to the public, communal worship of the Roman pantheon, offering a path to personal salvation through secret knowledge and ritual practice. Mithraism's lasting impact is evident in the way its imagery and ideas continued to circulate even after the cult itself had largely disappeared. The themes of sacrifice, rebirth, and the eternal struggle between order and chaos have found echoes in later religious and philosophical systems. While it is difficult to trace a direct line from Mithraism to any single modern tradition, the enduring fascination with its symbols and rituals underscores the cult's importance as a window into the spiritual life of the ancient world. In summary, Mithraism was a complex, structured, and secretive religion that evolved from Persian religious traditions and was adapted to meet the needs of Roman society, particularly within the military. Its distinctive features included the use of underground temples, a graded system of initiation, and a central iconography focused on the Tauroctony. While many details of its practices remain a subject of ongoing research and debate, the cult's emphasis on personal transformation and its sophisticated use of symbolism provide valuable insights into the ways that ancient peoples sought to understand and influence the cosmos. Modern scholarship continues to analyze Mithraism, by comparing its material remains with texts from related traditions, and by using new archaeological techniques to uncover more about the structure and function of Mithraea. This ongoing work not only refines our understanding of Mithraic rituals, but also contributes to a broader comprehension of how mystery cults operated in the ancient world. Through detailed study of inscriptions, iconography, and temple layouts, researchers are slowly piecing together a clearer picture of how Mithraism offered its initiates a pathway to both personal renewal and cosmic understanding. The story of Mithraism is one of adaptation and secrecy. From its origins as a guardian of contracts and social order in ancient Iran, to its transformation into a mystery cult that provided spiritual solace to Roman soldiers, Mithraism represents a significant chapter in the history of religious practice. Its legacy, preserved in stone and symbol, challenges modern scholars to decipher its complex messages and to appreciate the ways in which ancient rituals sought to make sense of the world. As our research continues and new discoveries are made, the detailed study of Mithraism not only enriches our knowledge of the past, but also offers insights into the perennial human search for meaning. The structured rituals, layered symbolism, and the very secrecy of Mithraism remind us that even in a highly organized society like the Roman Empire, there was always a place for personal mystery and the transformative power of secret knowledge. By focusing on the facts from the origins of Mithra, the design of Mithraea, the structure of initiations, and the significance of the Tauroctony, we gain a clearer, more factual understanding of this once thriving cult. It was a religion that provided its members with a direct, experiential connection to the cosmic forces they believed governed life, order, and renewal. The detailed archaeological and epigraphic records, though incomplete, continue to offer us vital clues about a tradition that played a significant role in the spiritual landscape of the ancient world. In examining Mithraism through the lens of these facts and evidence, we not only reconstruct the practices of an ancient mystery cult, but also see how its principles of order, sacrifice, and renewal resonated with people seeking structure and meaning in uncertain times. This methodical, evidence-based approach to Mithraism allows us to appreciate the cult's contribution to the tapestry of ancient religious thought, providing a factual and analytical foundation that endures even as the mysteries themselves remain only partially revealed.